Have you ever looked at your palm and felt something staring back at you? Not a normal line, not a crease, but a signal. Dolores Cannon called it the galactic line, and she believed that whoever carries this mark did not originate on Earth. Before we go any further, look at your palm right now. Near the edge of your hand, the moon area. Do you see a faint glowing line running vertically or diagonally? If you do, your life is about to make sense in a way you've never imagined. Because according to Dolores, this line doesn't appear randomly. It's an energetic scar, a leftover imprint from the place your soul came from before entering the human body. And if you carry it, you belong to the rare group she called the volunteer souls. Starseed sent here during Earth's transition. Stay with me, because this isn't just a sign, it's a mission. And at the end of this video, I'll reveal the 2026 prophecy Dolores left specifically for those who have this line. But first, here are the signs that your galactic line has already awakened. Comment below the city you're watching from on Earth. Star seeds are scattered everywhere, and your message might help another one find their family. Do you want to know the very first sign Dolores Cannon said star seeds carry? It's not dramatic. It's not loud. It's subtle, but impossible to ignore. Your soul rejects low vibration. Have you noticed this lately? You can't watch violent news anymore. You can't handle arguments. You feel sick when someone raises their voice. Even simple conflict drains you faster than it drains anyone else. This isn't weakness. This isn't being sensitive. This is frequency memory. Your soul remembers what peace felt like before you incarnated here. And every time you're around fear, anger, chaos, your entire system reacts. Your heart beats faster, your stomach tightens, your energy collapses. Because starseeds, especially those with the galactic line, come from civilizations where violence does not exist. Their nervous systems were never built for it. Dolores said this is the first symptom that your galactic line is activating. Your body is rejecting the old Earth frequency. But here's the part most people miss. The more your soul awakens, the more your physical body rebels against anything 3D. If this has been happening to you, if the world feels too loud lately, if you're craving silence without knowing why, stay with me. Because sign number 2 reveals why strangers are drawn to you the moment you enter a room, and why this isn't random at all. There is another sign Dolores Cannon said almost all starseeds share. And if you've lived this, you already know how strange it feels. People are drawn to you even when you don't say a word. Maybe you've noticed it since childhood. Strangers open up to you instantly. People you've never met tell you their secrets. Animals stare at you. Children walk toward you without fear, and sometimes certain people avoid you for no clear reason. This too is not random. When a star seed carries the galactic line, your energy field becomes different from the human norm. It vibrates higher, cleaner, brighter. To ordinary people, your presence feels like standing near a warm light, comforting, safe, familiar in a way they can't explain. To people hiding their truth, your presence feels like a mirror, revealing things they don't want to face. That is why some are drawn to you like gravity, and others pull away like your light is too much. Dolores Cannon said it this way: your aura remembers home, and every soul can feel it, even if their minds don't understand it. And this is the part most people overlook. Every time someone unloads their emotions onto you, every time you walk into a room and feel the energy shift, every time you sense someone's intentions without words, it is because your galactic line acts like an antenna, reading vibrations before they're spoken. If you felt drained after conversations, if emotional people attach to you easily, if your energy gets pulled without your permission, stay with me. Because sign number 3 explains exactly why your body reacts this way, and why, in this lifetime, you're not meant to carry everyone's weight. There is something your body has been trying to tell you long before your mind understood it. If you truly carry the galactic line, your physical body reacts differently to Earth's density. You've felt it, haven't you? The sudden fatigue after being around certain people, the strange pressure in your chest when someone lies, the ringing in your ears that appears out of nowhere, the random back pain, especially along your spine, the sensitivity to chemicals, food, noise, or even light. These are not medical coincidences. These are vibrational rejections. Dolores Cannon said that when a starseed begins to awaken, the human body starts pushing out anything that doesn't match the frequency of the soul. Your cells begin to purify. Your nervous system begins to sharpen. Your senses begin to open. And the more awakened you become, the less your body tolerates. Heavy foods, toxic people, chaotic environments, low vibration media, emotional manipulation, overstimulation. This is why you can feel exhausted just by entering certain rooms. You're not tired, you're absorbing and filtering the energy of the entire place. And here is the part Dolores rarely spoke publicly, but revealed in sessions. When a starseed nears activation, the body starts rejecting everything that keeps them stuck in the old Earth timeline. This is why your sensitivities increased. This is why your tolerance for negativity collapsed. This is why you sometimes feel like your soul is too large for the body it lives in. You're not breaking down, you're breaking open. And if this has been happening to you, prepare yourself. Because sign number 4 reveals the one symptom every awakened starseed experiences. The sense of a mission you cannot remember, but can no longer ignore. There is one sign that separates an awakened starseed from someone who is simply curious. It is the feeling that you are sent here for something important, but you can't remember what it is. You've felt this, haven't you? That quiet pressure in your chest, that invisible countdown, that sense that time is moving faster than it used to. As if your soul keeps whispering, you're running out of time. There's something you're supposed to do. Remember, but no matter how much you meditate, no matter how much you try to search for answers, the mission stays just out of reach, like a dream you forget the second you wake up. Dolores Cannon said this is the hallmark of a true volunteer soul. Before entering a human body, starseeds must pass through the veil of forgetfulness, a spiritual amnesia designed to protect the mission. Because if you remembered everything too early, you wouldn't stay, you wouldn't learn, you wouldn't evolve, you wouldn't anchor the frequency needed for Earth's transition. So your memory was sealed, your mission was locked away, your purpose was hidden inside you like a sleeping code, until the time was right. And when the galactic line on your palm begins to activate, that sealed memory starts to pulse again. It pulls you, even if you don't know where. If you've felt this gentle pressure, if you've sensed this invisible calling, you're closer to remembering than you think. Because what Dolores said next is the true turning point of every starseed's awakening. And that is exactly what we're about to enter. The moment your timeline splits, the moment everything starts to make sense, the gatekeep revelation begins now. You've made it to this point, and that already tells me something about you. Because what I'm about to reveal is the very teaching Dolores Cannon said only the awakened will understand. She called it the 3 waves of volunteer souls. And if you have the galactic line on your palm, you belong to one of them. Let's begin. The first wave. These are the oldest starseeds. Souls who came to Earth when the planet was drowning in fear, to break the karmic momentum. They have always felt out of place. They struggled the most. Many wanted to leave early, but without them, Earth would have never begun to rise. If your childhood was heavy, if you felt alien your entire life, you may be one of them. The second wave. Dolores called them the antennas. They don't need to teach. They don't need to preach. They don't even need to speak. Their presence alone changes a room, Their energy stabilizes the collective grid. They act as silent lighthouses, radiating frequency simply by existing. If people open up to you without understanding why, if your aura calms chaos instantly, this is likely your wave. The third wave, the newest, the brightest, the children born with gifts that older generations could never explain. Indigo, crystal, rainbow souls. They are here to build what the first and second waves prepared. If you've always felt younger than your age, or you woke up spiritually early in life, you may be part of this wave. And now, the revelation. The part Dolores said would only activate when humanity reached the threshold, the split of realities, old Earth and new Earth. She said that around this period, 2026 and the years after, the volunteers would begin to remember why they came. The galactic line on your palm begins to glow, energetically, not visually. When your timeline starts to shift, you may feel time speeding up, reality glitching, sudden waves of sadness, sudden waves of clarity, a pressure to go home without knowing where home is. These are signs you're entering the transition. Dolores said the volunteers are the anchors that help stabilize the new Earth frequency so the split does not fracture humanity. You're not here to watch the transition. You're here to hold it. And if you've always felt you were waiting for something, this is what your soul has been waiting for. Stay with me, because sign number 5 will reveal why the sky itself has been calling your name. There is one sign that almost every star seed with the galactic line experiences, but rarely talks about. It's the quiet pull of the sky. Not just looking at the stars, anyone can do that, but feeling them. Have you ever stepped outside at night, looked up for just a second, and suddenly felt something tightening in your chest? A wave of emotion you couldn't explain. A strange sadness, a strange longing, a strange knowing that you're looking at something you once recognized as home. This is not imagination. Dolores Cannon said that as the timeline split approaches, star seeds begin to sense the frequency of the place they came from, like a beacon calling them through dimensions, like a forgotten memory brushing against your soul, like someone whispering your real name through the spaces between worlds. You don't know where home is. You don't know its name. You don't remember what it looks like, but your soul reacts instantly the moment you look up. It collapses, it expands, it remembers. This is the sign that your galactic line has reached the threshold of activation. And if this has been happening to you, your awakening is not coming, it has already begun. Now the only question left is, how do you activate the galactic line consciously, so it can finally open the memories you are meant to access? That's exactly what we enter next. If you have reached this point, your soul is already responding. You wouldn't still be here if something inside you wasn't remembering. The next step is activation. Dolores Cannon said that the galactic line on your palm is like a dormant circuit, a gateway between the human mind and the memory of the soul. And when the moment is right, that circuit can be awakened. Let me show you how. 1. Water meditation. The return signal. Water holds memory. It carries emotion. It mirrors frequency. Fill a glass of water. Hold it gently. Place your thumb over your galactic line and whisper, softly but with intention, "Show me where I came from. Let me remember what my soul knows." Then drink. Do this before bed. The dreams that follow are not dreams, they are transmissions. 2. Mirror shield. Blocking the old Earth. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at your reflection as if you're seeing your soul through the human shape. Then imagine a sphere of silver light forming around your entire body. Smooth, metallic, reflective. This is not imagination. This is programming. It signals to your energy field that you are no longer available for low vibration interference. When this shield is active, your galactic line sharpens, because your system isn't leaking energy anymore. 3. The pre-sleep request. Calling your star family. This is the most powerful step. Right before you fall asleep, when the mind softens and the soul begins to drift, whisper, "If it is safe, take me home in my dreams tonight." Not physically, energetically. Star seeds travel in dream space, visiting their origin realms to recharge. When this happens, you may wake with ringing in the left ear, heightened intuition, a sudden feeling of peace, a clearer galactic line, a memory you can't fully describe but cannot forget. This means contact was successful. How you will know it's working. When your galactic line begins to activate, you will notice subtle shifts. Your palm feels warmer than usual. The line looks clearer in certain light. You sense guidance you can't explain. You make decisions faster, as if someone is helping you choose, and most of all, the sense of being lost slowly turns into a sense of alignment. Dolores Cannon said, "When the volunteers activate, they stop searching, because the mission begins to reveal itself." And that revelation is what comes next. Because once you activate the line, your soul begins to remember where it came from, why it came here, and what it must do next. Stay with me. The final prophecy is coming. If you've made it this far, your soul is responding. Because what comes now is the prophecy Dolores Cannon left behind. A message she said would only awaken inside the souls who were truly meant to hear it. The message is simple, but it carries the weight of an entire civilization. You did not come here to fit in. You came here to remember. Remember who you were before Earth. Remember the promises you made before entering your human body. Remember the mission you agreed to carry long before you took your first breath. Dolores said that when a starseed's galactic line activates, a quiet shift begins inside the soul. You no longer chase what drains you. You no longer beg for spaces your energy has already outgrown. You stop shrinking yourself to match the vibration of others. Because the moment you awaken, you begin aligning with the path you were always meant to walk. And here is the prophecy she left for the volunteers of this era. Between now and 2026, the star seeds will begin to rise, not loudly, not publicly, but internally, like 1,000 lights awakening across the planet. A frequency that was once scattered will become synchronized. A calling that was once silent will become undeniable. And the souls who felt lost their entire lives will suddenly realize they were simply waiting for this exact moment in history. Your galactic line is not a mark. It is a memory, a contract, a signal from home. And if something inside you feels like it is finally clicking into place, it is because your soul has just stepped into the chapter you came here to live. You're not late. You're not behind. You are awakening exactly on time, if you're still here. Something in this message resonated with a part of you that words can't touch. A part of you that has been asleep for a long time. A part that has been waiting for someone to finally tell you the truth you already carried inside. You are not crazy. You're not imagining things, and you were never meant to walk this earth like everyone else. You came here with a different frequency, a different blueprint, a different remembering. Your loneliness was not a punishment. Your sensitivity was not a flaw. Your longing for the sky was not nostalgia. It was recognition. Every starseed awakens alone, but none of them stay alone. Because once the galactic line activates, your energy begins to connect with the other volunteers around the planet. Quietly, subtly, like a web of light rebuilding itself one soul at a time. And if you felt even for a moment a pull, a warmth, a shift inside your chest during this message, that was your confirmation. You are one of them. You always have been. You just needed the right moment to remember. So if this spoke to you, if this feels like home, if this feels like the answer you've been searching for. Tell me in the comments. I'm ready to go home. Not a physical place, a frequency, a timeline, a version of Earth that your soul came here to help create. Welcome back, Starseed. Your path is open now, and you are finally remembering.